I wish I'd looked after my records better. Now, I've been buying records since the 80s, since I was a kid, and I've been buying records solidly from 1990 onwards, 89, 90 onwards. But obviously by the 90s I was DJing every week, and I was literally a working DJ 3 or 4 nights a week for at least 10 years. Up until my son was born in 2003. From 93 I was literally in the clubs every week. You know, I probably missed a handful of weekends in the whole of that decade, probably 2 or 3. And I was a working DJ, so all of my records were being used properly out and about in the clubs, wear and tear, travelling around with them in and out the bag, you know, on the deck, off the deck, slammed about, you know, crunched about, shoved back in the sleeve in dark corners, you know. There was no memory sticks then, you know, to rely on. You had to rely on your records. And a lot of my records I wish I'd looked after. As you can see here, you got the core copy, for example. This is a good example of my records. Sleeves all worn and torn at the top. I've sellotaped it back together at the bottom. The record itself is kind of scratched to, you know, it's got a lot of surface marks on there. You know, same for Born Slippy. Just look at the state of it. It's just, these got used, you know. That's the point I'm trying to make here. These got proper use. Look, Pennies from Heaven, just falling apart. Shades of Rhythm, Sound of Eden, it's coming out the bottom. I need to spend some time looking after them. But a lot of my records were used. They were battered. They were thrown out there, and they were put to work, you know. As the saying goes, never trust anybody who calls themselves a DJ and they've got a mint record collection. That should never happen. But yeah, I wish I looked after my records a lot more than I did. But, you know, they were the tools of the trade and they got used. And at least we've now got digital. So, you know, all is not lost. If I've got a record that's scratched, I can still find a crisp copy and play it off the digital deck.